Hi guys dan selamat kembali ke studio Sembang bersama saya Amy. In the studio this week we have a multi-hyphenate. She is a national netball player. She does a lot of content on the side. Girl can sing. She's also a presenter. What can you not do? In the studio with us we have Fariha Razak. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Thank you meluangkan masa.
Thank you juga for having me. I'm honoured actually. Sebab I tengok few of your episodes before.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I just love how you macam we get the inside stories, especially from the artists.
Yeah.
I guess you. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm so happy you get it. We got a guest who gets it. Yeah, it's probably because we're both like you're also a presenter. So macam mungkin interview tu you akan lebih faham dia punya technicality kan. Okay, I'm really excited to speak to you because I think macam you seorang yang banyak membahagikan masa in very many different industries, and it's so interesting macam mana you boleh kejar many different dreams at the same time. And I think it goes to show that kita tak payah rasa macam kita buat satu benda saja dan limit diri kita dekat situ je kan. So we're gonna start with the same question every week, which is how was your childhood?
I think my childhood was very active.
Yeah.
Memang my family, I memang aktif daripada kecil lagi.
Yeah.
And kalau daripada awal tu sekolah biasa je, macam I memang akan join sports, join every opportunity yang I ada. I akan just try je everything.
That's awesome.
Yes, everything. Tapi memang mainly yang attract me adalah sport daripada kecil lagi. So sukan tu macam it's like a background. Like whenever like people ask me macam apa you nak kenalkan diri you sebagai apa kan, I'll just say like I'm an athlete first. Dan baru macam next thing. So itu benda yang macam I think one of significant thing lah pasal diri I daripada childhood sekali, daripada I belajar sampai I membesar semua dengan sukan. And also I think the journey from the childhood tu membuatkan macam mana I sekarang ni the Fariha Razak that I am now lah.
Okay. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Kalau tak silap kan, kebanyakan ataupun ramai wanita ataupun little girls di luar sana specifically biasanya takkan minat sukan sangat. And whether this is socialization or whether this is macam niat yang datang daripada dalam hati, we'll never really know because I think it's a combination of both. Tapi it's kind of rare that you see a little girl who's like, I'm an athlete first. Okay, so do you remember, walaupun this is a while ago, do you remember what it was that made you feel like macam sebenarnya you seorang athlete pertama dahulu?
Tak berapa nak ingat lah, tapi I memang athletic. Kan ada orang cakap, oh okay, you have to train for it ataupun you
ada
born with
tu,
it. You born with it. I rasa macam I memang born with it. So macam bila dari awal tu I dah macam start nak okay, let's try lah. Tapi I start dengan netball dulu.
Okay.
Yeah, so I start dengan track dulu dekat olahraga.
Okay.
So relay, jumping, I buat long jump, triple jump.
Athletics. Okay.
So bila I tak silap umur I 10 tahun, time tu macam untuk main netball I consider tinggi lagi.
Okay.
Sekarang I pendek paling paling pendek dalam team, tapi I'm one of the shortest one in the team now.
We're the same height. How tall is the team?
You're
170.
Nah, I'm shorter than you. I'm 6'5". 165.
We stood next to each other. Macam sama je. I don't know, but are you sure, girl?
Yes, 165. So macam tu consider pendek lah, average untuk.
Seriously?
Yes, average main netball 170 tu macam okay lah.
Okay,
but yes, my teammates semua macam 175 and above. So macam
wah, very tall lah.
Yeah, very tall lah.
I think netball lah.
Betul. Lepas tu macam, tapi masa dulu macam I was one of the tallest. One of the
okay, faham.
dulu. And then cikgu macam, you macam okay lah, you nak tak join a netball try?
Yeah.
But biasalah, kalau you wakil sekolah, satu sukan, semua sukan pun you wakil juga.
Yes, faham. faham.
So macam I think pengalaman as a athlete masa kat sekolah rendah tu, dia macam tu. Kalau you main satu sukan, you try semua benda. Tapi yang stick with me until the end is netball lah.
Yeah. And pada permulaannya, did you like it? I mean, datang daripada latar belakang yang athletic, which is not really a team sport. That's a very individual. Macam you kena jadi cemerlang sorang-sorang macam tu. What was did you like the aspect of ada team? Mungkin ada support sikit daripada your friends pada ketika itu?
At first, I rasa macam intimidated gila masa awal-awal nak masuk. Because yelah, masa kita dekat olahraga, kita macam, oh okay, you train, lepas tu you buat je.
Everything you je.
Yeah, everything you je. Lepas tu bila you masuk, you kena macam, oh aku kena ni dengan orang ni. Lepas tu macam time tu I bukan datang daripada sekolah yang power tau. Macam susah lah, bukan macam daripada sekolah sukan apa semua kan. So nak dapat highlight daripada ramai-ramai orang tu dalam satu team 12, yang main pun 7. So macam you nak dapat the opportunity to just be there ataupun selection susah sangat.
Faham.
So bila you dapat tapi you macam layak ke, like am I, boleh ke aku pergi ni. So macam I tried few times 11 tak dapat pergi next level je, sekolah je.
Really?
Yes. And up until I think 12 years old baru macam okay, dah naik sikit daripada sekolah je. Next I pergi MSSJ because I'm initially from Johor. So macam MSSJ, Majlis Sukan Sekolah Johor. Lepas tu macam you naik MSSM. So masa umur I 12 tahun baru I dapat main state level.
Well, I didn't realise it was actually macam se-competitive itu.
Very competitive.
Really?
Yes, very competitive. Sebab semua sekolah ada netball.
Right.
Kalau you perasan macam daripada kita akan main netball sampai sekolah je. Sebab macam itu memang yang you akan pergi main. Okay, perempuan campak dekat padang netball. Laki football macam tu kan. So macam sebab tu orang cakap bila you main netball, sampai sekolah je. Lepas tu dah tak ada anything dah after that.
Correct.
But actually ada je, it's just not that
popular. Not to say not that popular. It's popular. People love it. It's just not that.
Not the main sport.
Faham. Okay, so untuk menukar daripada jadi sesuatu yang just macam okay sampai dekat situ je, and then jadi sesuatu yang kompetitif yang boleh jadi a career is like a jump. So tell us like about how that kind of started for you, because I know you started competing when you were 12.
Betul.
That's early.
Lepas tu I rasa yang okay, ada satu momen tu yang macam I kena pilih. Dua-dua dapat, olahraga pun I dapat MSSJ, dah pergi next level. Lepas tu netball pun dapat. Lepas tu dia punya date tu macam clashing. Training pun susah. Sekejap you kena lari. Lepas tu at that time you macam bukannya fikir sangat. You just nak keluar. Biasalah budak-budak kan nak keluar main. Nak dapat that okay, excitement, jumpa kawan-kawan. So you just only think about that. Tapi after a while I rasa macam I lagi seronok main netball daripada olahraga, because I get to share it with the teammates yang I ada dulu. Lepas tu vibe dia lain lah bila you training sorang-sorang, you compete sorang-sorang dengan team. Because bila you macam ada apa-apa, anything happen ke, like someone will have your back. Yang akan macam okay, it's okay, we got this, apa semua daripada awal. So I think benda tu yang membuatkan I okay, I actually want to pursue netball more. So I pilih netball. So start 12 tu I dah macam okay, I think I boleh pergi further dalam this sport. Walaupun orang kata macam rugilah kau pilih team sport, because it's like kalau individual punya sport,
nama you lagi lah.
You macam the highlight semua akan pergi dekat you. Tapi kalau dekat team punya sport, maybe 1 or 2% je yang akan orang kenal. Depends on the position, depends on maybe you ada sendiri role you dalam team yang buatkan orang macam okay, she's good.
Your
macam
personality, like things like that.
Things like that. Tapi I macam, I don't know, it's just I macam memang drawn to netball lebih. So I macam okay, why not we give this a try. So starting daripada tu baru I macam 12 tahun bila I dapat pergi MSSM, itu dah kira macam power gila lah. Bila dapat pergi MSSM masa umur 12 tahun tu macam okay, like I'm quite good though, macam tu lah. So and I got an award. I received an award untuk MSSM tu. I rasa macam best attacker ke something like that.
Best attacker.
Boleh lah.
Boleh lah.
Best attacker. And I rasa itu the first award yang I dapat untuk that level.
That's awesome.
Yes. So itu yang buat kat I macam okay, macam boleh
bersemangat.
ni. Bersemangat. Macam boleh ni. Lepas tu baru I macam start tu okay, macam mana I dah fikir dah okay, macam mana I nak menampakkan lagi diri I boleh dapat lagi banyak opportunity. And sebab you main team sport, you nak tak nak you kena pergi dekat tempat yang power sukan tu. Lepas tu yang ada good support, ada good teammates, ada good coach. So I dah macam okay, dah kena tahu dah ni mana nak pergi next.
And that's a lot of stuff to think about.
Yes.
As a young person.
Yes.
What were you kind of thinking at that time?
I think even up till now, orang semua tanya macam mana you boleh. And semua orang ingat I datang daripada sekolah sukan. I background sekolah sukan. Because if you come from a sports school, macam anything, any competition yang ada kena mengenai dengan Malaysia ataupun negara, orang akan pergi dekat situ dulu.
Of course. Sebab dia dah ada pasukan.
Yes,
dia ada
dia punya pool of athletes yang dah memang train consistently. So macam mana you daripada sekolah biasa, I came from a girls school, daripada sekolah biasa je, macam mana you nak bagi, okay, maybe the coaches yang tengah tengok ataupun the platform yang you ada untuk macam, she's actually macam bagus lah.
Yeah, you kena menyelah on like another level.
You kena menyelah gila-gila.
Yeah.
Walaupun you tak ada, I think dekat I punya situation is cause I tak tinggi, I tak ada macam that physical yang orang tengok macam okay boleh tarik dia ni terus cause dia ada that physical. Tak. Tapi I macam I pergi dekat the other side. Okay, so position I kena maybe lagi laju, lagi fit, lagi bagus daripada certain aspect. So macam I rasa macam okay, I have to tackle this more so that I have that chances lagi besar lah untuk to get picked, to get selected. So daripada situ I macam okay, I choose sekolah dulu. I tengok sekolah mana yang netball bagus. And then bila you masuk MSM, of course the coaches dah macam bagi the guidance. Cikgu-cikgu I think actually yang main peranan besar sangat untuk dia just okay, you kena pergi sini. You kena pergi sini. Because at the age of 10, 11, 12, mana you nak tahu you pergi mana unless you macam ada parents yang betul-betul macam okay, mama nak you pergi ni. Tak, like my family, I think daripada kecil lagi, like I still am like very independent. Tapi daripada kecil lagi I dah memang macam tu. I dibesarkan macam tu. You make your own decision. Apa yang you buat, I trust you with the things yang you akan pilih. Even though macam at some point I rasa macam kenapa macam tak ada that, ada that guidance yang okay, parents biasalah I think better pergi ni macam tu kan. Tapi I rasa dekat I punya journey as a person, bukan as an athlete je, as a person, memang I dibesarkan you fikir sendiri apa yang terbaik untuk you. We're here to support you. Tu je.
That's really nice actually. Kan. I wanted to ask you about confidence juga, because I think throughout this, like what I've learned is that there's a lot of physical requirements untuk jadi seorang professional athlete kan.
Yes.
And benda-benda tu dekat luar kawalan kita. Kita obviously tak boleh control kita nak jadi tinggi berapa.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? And I think for a young person to have to navigate this and understand that okay, mungkin impian yang you nak ada sesuatu halangan dari segi not just height or whatever it may be, that's a physicality that's out of your control. That's a hard thing for a young person untuk berdepan, because mesti kita akan rasa macam confidence kita crash.
Yes.
These are things that you cannot. Did you ever go through this? And how did you find the confidence to feel like, okay, you know what? Mungkin I 165 je contohnya, and mungkin the average is taller than me or whatever, but I'm gonna still do it. How did you macam, that's a lot of resilience dalam seorang yang umur baru berbelas-belas tahun.
Betul. I think apa-apa yang you nak buat pun dia akan go back to you betul-betul minat ke tak, you ada betul-betul passion ke tak untuk buat sesuatu benda tu. Because ramai orang tanya macam okay, macam mana nak jadi macam ni, macam mana you dapat you buat sampai you boleh main level macam ni. You bukan datang daripada sekolah sukan, tapi macam mana you boleh nampak you boleh terpilih. Diorang daripada sekolah biasa macam susah nak pergi next level apa semua kan. Like I got a lot of that questions, tapi I rasa it goes back to sejauh mana yang you nak betul-betul, yang you sanggup buat, and macam mana you tackle yang luar-luar, yang kecil-kecil yang sebenarnya tak nampak pun, orang tak nampak. You know, macam I cakap lah, I datang daripada bukan sekolah sukan, tapi I ada that guidance yang okay, you kena pergi sini sebab sekolah ni lebih bagus. Tapi mungkin ada certain orang yang tak dapat buat benda tu. You know, macam okay, I suka, I ada passion tu, tapi unlucky. You know, nak masuk sekolah ni kena ada that bagus result sikit ke. You have to excel sikit dalam sukan and excel sikit dalam akademi. Tapi mungkin tak dapat nak buat both. So macam tak dapat masuk. So dekat situ dah kurang the chances. I rasa benda-benda tu is about, one, yes, you kena ada persistent yang macam kena consistently buat je, and ada that perasaan yang nak tu. But at the same time, it's about whether you laki ke tak lah dalam perjalanan you nak sampai ke situ. And I rasa macam I tak cakap I lucky sebab I rasa macam banyak benda yang I dah sacrifice, yang I buat to be at where I am today. Tapi ada sikit-sikit yang luck I rasa macam okay, ni pun ia juga kenapa I boleh jadi netball athlete sekarang ni macam ni lah.
I mean the funny thing about luck kan is that kita boleh argue sampai next year sama ada luck tu wujud ke tak. Betul. Ataupun dia sesuatu yang kita sebenarnya cipta dengan kita punya niat sendiri. Of course kita tak nak argue pasal rezeki tu memang rezeki. Tapi a lot of rezeki I think is active rezeki. Like you kena pergi mencari rezeki. Kalau you duduk dalam macam katak dalam tempurung, rezeki tu takkan sampai.
Betul.
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is also your own niat, exactly what you said, which is important for people to hear juga. Okay, so you put yourself out there and you really went after it untuk cari school. Dalam proses ni, pernah tak terfikir you akan jadi anything other than netball, or were you just like laser focused on it?
In terms of sport ke, in terms of macam just
like your career, your life?
No, I tak ada letak yang macam okay, like I want to be a Malaysian athlete ke apa, tak ada. Tapi bila I rasa I start jadi macam okay, actually you know what, like I think I have a chance untuk jadi a national netball player. I think bila umur I form 4, form 5 macam tu. Itu pun dia macam 50-50. Bila you dapat main untuk state level, paling tinggi Sukma. Okay, Sukan Malaysia. Itu pun under you macam main dalam kategori bawah 23 tahun tak saya, ataupun 21, now 21 years old. Tapi untuk bawah 21, you dalam belasan tahun untuk main Sukma tu kira macam gempak kalau you dapat main Sukma macam tu tau. So macam I thought at first macam okay, maybe itu je kot level yang aku boleh pergi sampai Sukma je. Tapi I don't know how dekat sampai satu tahap tu I ada this instinct yang macam I think macam I boleh tu, actually boleh lah macam tu tau. So masa form 4 ke form 5 still main, time I main Sukma and I dapat main dalam senior team. So senior team tu adalah open kebangsaan, which is the biggest ever national championship dekat Malaysia untuk netball. So bila I selected untuk to be in the team, baru I macam okay. Tapi time tu I rasa macam kecil sangat lah. I rasa macam tak ada experience. You just biasalah, you kan ada that phase yang you masuk as a junior,
as a learning curve lah
as
kan.
a learning curve lah. You macam time tu you baru macam just duduk je kat tepi macam kak yang macam tu kan. Nak buat apa? Angkat. Okay, angkat. Nak pergi mana? Pergi. Macam tu kan. Tapi daripada situlah yang you build the okay, you tengok this seniors ataupun orang yang lebih berpengalaman atau atlet yang lebih dah macam ada success punya story, and you tengok, you just macam wow, you just so inspired and you just macam damn, I want to be like her, macam tu tau. So time I main open kebangsaan tu lah yang baru I macam time tu I tengok kalau ikut state punya yang paling power biasa dalam netball KL, Johor, apa lagi, antara tu lah yang selalu macam dalam negeri, antara negeri yang paling power netball. So macam, and banyak daripada sekolah sukan semua daripada KL, Selangor, tu yang macam power-power, yang macam yang dia ni tinggi gila, dia ni macam, you kat tepi tu yang macam macam tu je tau. Tapi dari situlah yang you start macam, you know what, like one day I'll be there. I rasa start daripada situ, bila you dah masuk dekat dalam senior team, you dah macam be in that environment. Lepas tu you nampak macam mana the standard yang ataupun quality of play yang diorang tunjuk, and at the same time you ada dekat situ juga. Macam why not sikit lagi kot untuk sampai to that level.
I think progress pun kena bertingkat, right? So you just like take it one step at a time.
You tak boleh just macam okay, you dah masuk Sukma, lepas tu tiba-tiba next year you just okay lah, lepas main Sukma nak terus main Malaysia. Macam I think sometimes you kena realistic juga in terms of putting your goals dengan mission yang you nak ke,
or your progress.
Yes, progress. Macam tak kisahlah sikit macam mana pun progress tu, tapi as long as you nampak ada improvement, I think it's still a win punya benda untuk you.
Do you remember like the first time that you rasa macam okay, this is a huge turning point for me, and when you realise that now it's your career, daripada sesuatu yang you masih tengah macam, daripada macam as you said junior yang kat tepi macam okay, one day I'm gonna do you remember the turning point for you?
Exactly. 2012, I ingat lagi time tu I 17 years old, I SPM.
Yeah.
Time tu I rasa macam a big turning point sebab I tak sepatutnya ada dalam team tu. And I bukanlah the initial player yang get selected ataupun dalam ada pool player yang diorang select pun. Tak ada pun, nama I tak ada langsung dalam list, tak ada langsung. Tapi the coach yang bawa the national team time tu is actually my coach juga at the time. Tapi untuk state level. But dia jadi a national coach at that time. So, ada one of ke 2-3 players, a senior player yang tak boleh main for that competition ataupun kejohanan because I tak tahu lah ada satu situation at that time. So, last minute, very last minute, time tu I tengah SPM, ambil SPM paper and then I received this one call. Time tu I kat Johor. I ingat lagi coach tu lah yang tengah jadi national coach at that time. Dia call Fariha, dia bahasakan diri dia Kak Min. Kak Min is the coach lah. So Kak Min tengah bawa ni ada sini yang tak boleh main. So Kak Min ingat nak bawa just untuk exposure. Kira macam ini a tournament yang bukan untuk you masuk, you nak tunjuk hebat ke apa tak. It's just macam
tengoklah macam mana dia.
Tengoklah macam mana kan. And dia jadi satu benda yang I ingat sampai sekarang pun lah. I macam bila first I kan orang tanya macam mana you start, bila exactly macam mana you boleh main untuk national, itu turning point yang I akan cakap. 2012 Nations Cup. And Nations Cup dia dekat Singapore, dia jemput African countries but selected countries lah dalam 5 macam tu, and then you main round robin, you main dengan semua. So you bayangkan yang tak pernah main to that level, extreme level, and then you dekat sana, you just macam, apa ni yang, you know?
Yeah. Macam sponge lah, macam nak menyerap semua. Kan?
Macam lepas tu, you remember yang I cakap bila I dekat Open Kebangsaan, I tengok exactly, daripada KL, daripada Selangor yang main national at the time, and now I dekat dalam team tu. Now I yang macam I'm one of their teammates.
That's so fun. It's like a dream come true kind of thing.
Yeah, pasal macam diorang tak kenal I, macam macam tak kenal, tak kisah. Tapi you just there macam okay, hi. And diorang pun macam siapa budak ni kan? Dari mana budak ni datang? Tapi I macam tu lah, macam okay. I duduk je, I macam tengok macam ni actually the environment, macam ni diorang training. But at the same time tu I tak habis paper lagi. So I macam I tanya my mom macam, Ma, dapat ni I call myself So macam dapat this offer untuk pergi, tapi tak habis lagi. Macam mana kan, takkanlah nak stop sekejap tengah study week apa benda semua macam tu lah. Sama juga, my mom was just kalau rasa boleh pergi and at the same time okay juga boleh ambil SPM, macam mana you buat lah.
So supportive kan?
Yes, dia macam buat lah. Tapi time tu I dekat Johor, so Johor dengan Singapore tak jauh sangat pun. So like I literally ambil cab pergi for a few days macam tu. Lepas tu I memang pergi dengan diorang, tapi daripada Singapore I balik untuk ambil paper. Lepas tu I pergi patah balik.
Wow.
To be with the team. Tapi I dapat lah macam main untuk first international, orang kata first cap I sebagai pemain kebangsaan tu adalah time Nation Cup tu. Dapat lah
kind
main.
of awesome. Yeah, at least you dapat rasa. And I think like dalam, actually the funny thing right, when I sit here and listen to people's stories, is that there's always, dalam semua orang punya perjalanan hidup, ada satu peluang yang changes people's lives. And kadang-kadang you tak tahu kan, time you tengah lalui benda tu, mungkin pada kita dia macam sesuatu yang agak kecil in the grand scheme of things. Like, I dapat peluang untuk pergi untuk tengok saja, contohnya. But actually that changed like the rest of your career. It was that one opportunity yang membuka pintu banyak yang datang selepas tu kan. Yeah.
Tu macam change few years after tu, terus tukar I punya trajectory dia terus macam
kan.
Macam tu. Because bila you dah dekat dalam, even though you tak selected as first 12 ataupun to be in the team, kalau you dah dekat dalam pool of selection dalam persatuan netball tu sendiri, then the next tournament diorang akan macam just panggil je untuk select, even though you tak selected. Tapi dalam selection punya pool tu, nama you dah ada. Yes.
That's so macam the most important thing.
Yes. So I rasa itulah breakthrough yang I rasa membuatkan I boleh pergi to next level lagi, boleh improve lagi myself and
become a national player and whatever else that happened after that. So sekarang kita dah masuk the chapter of you becoming a national player, and I think that's also really exciting because now there's a lot of responsibility and you kena pikul. Yeah, sekarang you mewakili Malaysia. So what does that pressure reality of it feel like and look like for a national athlete?
Orang pukul rata je tahu semua when it comes to dia atlet negara. Tapi without people actually tahu the background of sukan tu sendiri pun kadang-kadang. And sometimes I think certain sport, yes, macam football, badminton, you know, the sukan yang memang orang tahu exactly orang main and memang ada world class player, superstar yang macam okay, you tahu. And then orang terus cop macam okay, atlet dia macam ni, so semua atlet pun sama, ada life yang sama, ada journey yang sama, tapi diorang tak tahu yang actually it sometimes bukanlah cakap 100%, 80% completely different. So bila you dah memegang ataupun ada tanggungjawab sebagai atlet negara tu, tanggungjawab dia besar sebab lagi-lagi bila you represent a sport yang ada kena dengan perempuan, wanita, you know, and tak ramai. Bila you think about, choose lah any sport yang you macam nak main, semua ada lelaki dan perempuan. Yang macam okay, football pun ada lelaki perempuan, basketball ada lelaki perempuan, tapi netball je yang macam, netball orang terus macam it's a woman sport. Tak ada macam lelaki perempuan juga, tak ada. So dia jadi satu benda yang membuatkan I okay, like I want to actually carry this tanggungjawab yang ada tu, bawa lagi this sport lagi besar, lagi tinggi. And I think benda tu adalah my role sebagai national athlete since I dah represent the country daripada umur 17 tahun sampailah sekarang. I think I played that role very well sebab I nampak daripada sport ni tak ada apa-apa yang tak ada diberi perhatian. You just main for the sake of, sebab you memang nak main passion, you very passionate, you memang tak kisahlah dibayar ke tak dibayar ke, tak ada full time tak full time, you just be there just to play because you love the sport, you know. Sampai sekarang I nampak macam okay, people get to choose club mana diorang nak main. People get to okay, ada dapat lebih sikit because dah makin lama dah makin tinggi. Lepas tu the supporters, fans dekat dalam netball ni punya sport lagi berkembang. You know, I get to be the person yang tengok daripada tak ada apa-apa sampailah dah ada something sekarang and it's growing and like I'm really proud to actually be in the sport and still represent the sport.
Okay, interesting question, right? Like you mentioned, netball tu memang sinonim dengan wanita lah, because it's like always you think about just women. And what does this actually mean, like the reality of it, when it comes to like representing the country or being an athlete? Does it actually make a difference? And if so, how? Because for example, like football, most of the time, actually in most sports, we always think about the men's side of the sport first, because that's the one yang dapat paling banyak sponsorship, paling banyak coverage, dan so on and so forth. Tapi netball is one of the few places where women get to really, I think, shine easier, maybe. But what does that look like realistically for you? Macam, is it harder to convince people, like the behind the scenes of it, because it's a women's sport, or is it harder to grow the sport because it's a women's sport?
I think mana-mana sport yang ada a women's sport category pun, kalau you kena lawan ataupun ada the comparison dengan men's team ataupun yang ada men's sport punya benda, dia always akan pergi dekat lelaki punya dulu. Macam yang you cakap lah, because of maybe lagi banyak coverage, lagi banyak level yang diorang boleh pergi, and so on and so forth. But tapi I think when you look at netball, the interesting part is you terus macam ada that the feminine punya side, but at the same time you nampak how daripada tak ada apa-apa tu, from 2015 kita start balik ada the biggest tournament ever, which is SEA Games.
Yeah.
Bila last tak ada, I think last ada dalam Temasya Sukan SEA adalah 2001.
Yes.
2001 and then tak ada sampailah 2015. So 15 years kita tak ada dalam team langsung. So macam sebab tu lah, macam mana orang nak look at the sport kalau the sport tu tak ada pun dekat dalam Temasya tu sendiri. And yang ada pun kebangsaan yang ada dalam Malaysia je lah ataupun sendiri. Contoh macam remaja Asia, sukan Asia. Tapi sendiri punya je. Bukan dalam Temasya dengan sport-sport lain. You know? So macam kita tak dapat lah the coverage, kita tak dapat the
recognition,
kita tak dapat the support. Because tak ada dalam Temasya pun. Semua dalam sendiri-sendiri je. Tapi bila we get the chance to actually represent, bila 2015 tu, I think time tu lah semua orang, you know what, ini adalah satu peluang untuk kita tunjukkan yang actually kita ada team netball tu dalam Malaysia. Kita ada and we're actually good. Dalam Asia, bukan Southeast Asia je. Dalam Asia actually we're really good. So daripada situ, I think semua yang ada role ataupun yang dah main at that level, just nak tunjuk je dekat semua orang yang, oh actually ini adalah team netball wanita Malaysia yang ada dekat sini and we're here untuk prove something. Yang macam even though kita tak ada that opportunity untuk training consistently, but we still show up and bagi result. I think itu one of the things yang I tak cakap easier because tak ada lelaki tu compare punya team, tak ada, tapi dia susah dalam dia punya situasi sendiri. Tak ada dalam Temasya. You have to actually panggil you know macam media to cover sometimes training. They don't even know bila kejohanan kita sebab tak banyak pun kejohanan yang ada. So macam bila ada that one big tournament tu, like everyone is like, oh okay, this is the chance, this is the opportunity untuk actually to grow lagi sport.
Faham. I get what you're trying to say in the sense that like mungkin kalau the sport has already a male counterpart yang dah dapat dah perhatian, then you don't have to introduce yourself.
Exactly.
Sebab everyone's like, oh football, I know what that is. You know what I mean? So women's football, okay, I know what that is, right? Tapi kalau dia sesuatu yang tak ada, you're not even on the mat. So there's a even crazier kind of like leap untuk you macam memperkenalkan diri sebagai satu pasukan ataupun even in terms of the sport. And I think when you have to do that, obviously, to be great at anything, a lot of sacrifices are necessary. And one of the ones that I noticed that you had to make is 2017, you took a break from your studies to focus on SEA Games, right? And I'm sure there's many other sacrifices that you had to make in terms of your life. And pada apa-apa masa dalam this perjalanan of your career, did you ever think like, oh my God, I am taking a break from my studies, which is reliable, secure, can give me a future, contohnya, to pursue something that has such a big jump for me untuk even make this like a credible sport ataupun something yang orang tahu. Did you ever think that you were actually taking a huge risk?
I just went with the flow. I was just like,
no. I didn't think about it.
I didn't think about it. I just macam,
kalau fikir lama sangat nanti tak bergerak.
Betul. Sebab okay, I selalu bagi jawapan yang macam ni tau. When you want to focus on things yang betul-betul penting untuk you, dalam setiap orang punya life ada priorities masing-masing. So at that time, I feel like masa 2017 tu, my main priority adalah bukan untuk habiskan study. Because panjang lagi. My study punya journey bukan habis kat situ je. Dia ada macam, I think 2-3 years.
A lot more lah.
Yes, I graduate 2019. Yes, so 17 ada 2-3 years lagi I nak pergi. So bila I fikir macam, you know what, I study dekat UTM Skudai, dekat JB. Before that, before I full time training, sebab ada dalam Temasya kan, so macam kita ada program, so MSN, KBS buat program yang untuk preparation, fully prepared, so that bila pergi tu rasa betul-betul ready. Lagi-lagi you tak ada team before that, so macam kita ada one whole year to actually prepare everything, kenal, main dengan kita punya teammates every day, know each other inside and out. So I rasa macam at that time mungkin my priority, I tak cakap tinggalkan terus, sebab kalau you pilih dua-dua but at the same time you tak boleh nak manage pun, you akan stress mentally pun ya juga. Lepas tu mana dengan I kena travel 3-4 jam every time nak pergi kelas. Lepas tu kalau ada training like 1 to 2 weeks every month, I kena pergi travel. So itu satu benda yang sangat susah lah untuk I lagi-lagi. And banyak ambil course, ambil masa lagi. So daripada situ I decided, you know what, okay, 2017 lagi-lagi SEA Games dekat, kita punya tuan rumah, kita jadi tuan rumah kan. So macam itu benda yang membuatkan I, this is the time untuk put everything macam, okay, I'm gonna put netball. This year is all about netball. So macam one sem I letak je kat tepi. I cakap it's okay, I tak akan graduate dengan I punya batch. Banyak benda yang I fikir I pergi jumpa seorang-seorang macam my lecturer, I ask for an opinion, macam mana you rasa patut ke I buat, you know, this extend punya SEM, apa yang akan, contohlah consequences after that, I ada tertinggal something ke, I kena buat lebih ke. So benda tu semua macam I put all into, okay, list, apa benda yang you punya priority nak buat, apa, kena training, kena ni. And then I decided, okay, you know what, one SEM tak banyak sangat pun. It's not like 1 year, just one semester macam tu. And I habiskan everything yang I boleh dulu in terms of academic punya benda without ada risk lah. I tahu macam I buat benda ni, tapi I boleh come back after that dengan, okay, dah settle dah. One thing dah settle, I boleh focus on my academic now. So daripada situ I rasa macam I made
the right choice.
The right choice to actually focus on one thing, because itu benda yang paling penting at the time.
What is the biggest sacrifice you think you pernah buat untuk netball?
The biggest sacrifice, I rasa my body lah. Macam physically, you kalau tengok, macam orang tengok macam, oh, fit lah, dia ni fit, she's okay. Tapi actually banyak yang tak okay. Internally sebenarnya tak okay. Macam ACL, I dah went through surgery. Lepas tu, dah lepas went through surgery, I came back, play competitively balik. Lepas tu, bila you dah ada major injury, tapi you macam teruskan lagi, you main lagi. And then you compensate to another kaki pula. So now I have another injury. So macam dia add lagi banyak satu benda lain. But at the same time, you still want to play, you still want to contribute mana-mana yang you boleh. So, I rasa sacrifice paling besar yang pernah I buat adalah my well-being actually. Untuk sustain to be in the sport.
What an interesting answer. Is it possible untuk jadi seorang professional athlete tanpa injuries? Because there's always a saying, right? Like, are you a real athlete if you don't have an injury? Which I pun sebagai seorang yang bukan seorang athlete lah kan. I dengar macam, tak tahu nak rasa apa. What's your opinion on that?
I tak cakap injury tu dia boleh datang bila-bila masa je. Even you fit macam mana sekalipun, sebab dia datang time you unexpected. Time I kena tu, time tu I tengah the fittest I've ever been. Itu macam the best shape yang I pernah ada. And I was at the age yang I tengah peak. Macam I tahu dekat my position, I was the best, I was the fittest, I was the fastest. I tahu macam, oh okay, macam mana pun, like dekat age tu I tengah macam, oh okay, tengah best, like, my body tengah solid, recovery tengah cantik, apa semua, boom, pergi training tour 3 months before SEA Games actually.
My God,
I kena major injury. 7 months you dah prepared for that, the whole thing untuk compete. 3 bulan lagi untuk you pergi compete, you kena major injury at the time.
That's devastating.
Devastated gila. I rasa macam, I rasa time tu the darkest, the lowest low yang I pernah ada dekat my career as an athlete lah. I rasa macam dunia macam nak terbalik. I rasa macam every day I cry like crazy. I macam, and time tu kita tengah training tu yang tak habis lagi. Yang macam you still there, and then you look at your teammates tengah buat apa semua, and you can't even walk. You macam tengok je. You macam boleh tengok. Balik you sakit. Kaki you bengkak gila, besar. So bila you cakap pasal sacrifice, yang paling besar I rasa
mungkin itu sesuatu juga. And where does something like that leave you in terms of like thinking about future as an athlete? Kan, your body is so important. It's your machine. And this is why athletes sometimes have a much more difficult time, because you tak boleh, realistically, you cannot be an athlete at 50. But if you do something like law, you can be a lawyer at 50. You know, so being an athlete is so respected, because the amount of like physical prowess that this person has is memang luar biasa. And dia unfortunately sesuatu yang kadang-kadang umur, factors of like health and well-being and all that stuff plays into account. So when something like that happens, you feel like macam dia punya carpet tu dah tak ada, lantai dah tak ada. Sekarang you macam, what are you gonna do, right? And what was kind of like your thought process? Did it make you question macam, oh my god, how am I gonna have a future as an athlete, or for how long?
The transition.
I
thought about it, and I think a lot of athletes, lagi-lagi a full-time athletes yang sebenarnya bila, I think banyak je stories yang once you stop, you tak ada mission, you tak ada purpose. Dekat, sebab your whole life is all about, oh okay, you train, and then you go to competition, menang, kalah, tak kisah, balik, back to it, training balik. Lepas tu, every year you ada dah set target, set goal. Okay, this year apa major tournament yang you nak pergi? Apa achievement yang you nak? So I think most of the athletes, lagi-lagi professional and full-time athlete, itu je. Their life is all about training and compete. And bila the routine tu dah hilang, once you macam retire, that's why I rasa bila you tak ada life outside of athletes punya life, you akan lost sekejap. And I'm very grateful sebab netball bukanlah a full-time athlete. So macam you semi. Sekejap bila ada training, ada tournament, you akan pergi training. But bila tak ada training, you back to normal life. You working ke, you student ke, you patah balik dekat normal life you. And at the same time, I rasa macam everyone tahu juga yang, oh okay, this is not something yang, macam you cakap lah, mana-mana atlet pun ada dia punya age of, oh okay, I think this is the time for me to step down and macam slowly dah tak boleh nak contribute in terms of maybe physical ke, ataupun dah ada more priorities yang lain ke, family wise ke, apa benda lah, tak kisah anything. But every athlete akan ada that one instinct yang macam, I think dah nak sampai masanya, and you just have to let go of, you know, benda tu. But the most important part is after that, whether you prepared for that ataupun tak. And that's why some of the, you know, my friends yang sometimes before this, yang I tengok pun bila dia ada full time before this sebagai atlet, habis retire pun dia still akan cari something yang competitively to do, walaupun dia bukan as crazy ataupun as yang you kena macam menang, naik podium, tak. But at the same time, you rasa macam you still ada purpose yang you kena buat, ada goal yang you kena macam, oh okay, this you kena target ataupun capai.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I think, as I said earlier, you are a multi-hyphenate. So you're not just an athlete. So it's time for us to talk about all of the other things that you do that are also really cool. So you are also a TV presenter. You're a sports journalist, I think. And you work on Astrovina a lot. And so I wanted to ask, okay, how did you segue into journalism from sports?
Ini pun satu benda yang I rasa bukan I punya, tak terfikir langsung pun untuk I kerja dalam that bidang ataupun the industry. Sebab normally you sebagai athlete, biasalah you have this good relationship with sports punya channel.
Semua media-media.
Semua media. Lepas tu you dah tahu, you know, macam kawan dah. So macam I have a lot of media friends sebab diorang interview, diorang panggil I jadi guest pergi arena. So macam I dah tahu lah reporter-reporter kat sana, dah tahu orang-orang yang I dah selalu interview I. But ada this one point, I think time tu dah habis graduate, I dah settle. But at the same time, I baru buat my surgery ACL. So I took 1 year, like 1 whole year to just stop, tak buat apa-apa, but focus on my rehab. So 1 whole year tu, nasib baik juga, because time tu jugalah COVID happen. So macam during COVID, tak boleh nak buat apa-apa.
Dia tak ada timing cantik untuk ada ACL. Tapi ni macam yang paling cantik
saya pernah dengar. Paling cantik,
okay.
Sebab tak ada tournament, tak ada apa.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you pun dekat rumah tak buat apa-apa, susah sikit, akan jadi lambat sikit untuk you recovered. And yes, sebab you kena macam buat sendiri, tak boleh pergi dekat Aisan untuk buat. Just dapat guidance, okay, daripada you kena buat macam ni, you kena buat macam ni. Tapi it all you sendiri je lah, you kena independent, buat macam mana yang you tahu. So I dapat buat benda tu dalam 1 tahun. But after that, dah slowly open balik macam okay. So I macam oh damn, I dah graduated, dah 1 year I dah tak ada kerja apa benda semua kan. So it's time for me to okay lah try cari my first job lepas I dah habis study. And I masa I study I ambil management of technology. Tak ada kena langsung dengan media ke broadcasting ke, tak ada. Tapi I ada dapat this macam Arena panggil untuk jadi guest one program macam tu lah. But benda tu tak jadi pun. Tak jadi because of COVID. Tapi still I dipanggil untuk macam jumpa je lah dekat Arena time tu.
Yeah.
So at the time my boss now time tu yang datang tanya I, oh okay, so kita tak dapat nak buat benda ni semua apa. Tapi ada one program untuk you pergi just interview macam tu. Habis benda lah tu, and then out of nowhere dia macam just threw it out there macam, oh okay, so now you buat apa macam tu. Saya, oh okay, I baru habis rehab benda semua, I baru nak start balik lah since COVID. Tak ada kerja lagi apa semua kan. Ya ke? So you're not doing anything right now? Why don't you just join us? Macam tu je. I macam ni ajak-ajak ayam lah ni kot, biasalah, just to make small talk apa benda semua kan.
Faham.
So jadi macam okay, I tak ambil benda tu serious pun lah, cause I tak ada background dalam tu. I tak ada buat yang serious lah. But before that, I think why they actually try to ajak ataupun buat I macam oh okay, maybe think about it, cause I pernah buat satu one-off punya benda dengan another sports channel juga, tapi bukan bekerja dengan diorang pun. Just macam jadi a sports host untuk satu dokumentari sukan ni. Macam tu lah. So maybe from that diorang ingat macam oh okay, dia memang ada basic code macam tu lah kan. And maybe from the interviews juga, maybe macam I tak nampak, takut pun dekat kamera ke apa, all those stuff. I pun tak tahu. Tapi daripada situ yang I dapat that offer, lepas tu I macam tak ambil serious, but at the same time macam okay, just cari juga kerja. And then 1 week after, dia tanya lagi, so you nak tak I betul-betul, I serious ni macam tu tau. Kalau nak I betul-betul kita jumpa dan kita discuss apa yang boleh. Dan I macam, you know what, okay, let's just give it a try. Why not?
Do you like it?
I actually like it. Macam sebab I memang jenis, even before I kerja dengan Arena pun, I jenis yang post dekat social media. I jenis cakap dekat kamera banyak. I suka bercakap depan kamera. So maybe benda tu pun membuatkan I rasa macam okay, since it's in the same industry, so macam mungkin kalau lain sikit I akan jadi macam macam I tak ada that knowledge yang banyak. Tapi because my passion is sport, so walaupun dia bukanlah specifically netball, tapi all kind of sports I kan macam oh okay, I memang excited, I memang tahu, I memang minat, I memang jenis follow apa benda yang ada kan. So I think macam oh, okay, why not?
Yeah.
So daripada situlah startnya.
But I think it's really cool, because I think like bila kita bercakap pasal sesuatu ataupun nak jadi jurnalis dalam mana-mana bidang, you need to actually know a little bit about what you're talking about. So I actually worked at your sister station, Astro Supersport, as was one of my first jobs.
I know.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Were you ever in Jalan Tandang?
Yes.
Did you ever work there?
Ali Bawal.
Yeah, the somewhere in PJ tu yang macam
yes,
jam
Ali Bawal,
gila.
yes.
Yeah, wow, yeah, sister companies. And so I've always said that that's like one of the best jobs I've ever taken. The team is so awesome and everything. But for you, when you first started, did you find that it was a struggle to kind of adapt to that situation? Did you ever feel like macam you can improve sesuatu yang lebih daripada orang yang lain? Sebab biasanya kebanyakan orang yang kerja dekat situ, and this is not a bad thing at all, bukan seorang athlete.
Betul.
But they're trained compares, right? And that's very good, because tak kisahlah diorang tak pernah main the sport, they know exactly what they are talking about so well. But your situation is a little bit different, because you pernah mengalami what it is like to be an athlete. So bila you cakap pasal sesuatu, you have a different lens and a different level of understanding, right? Did you find it different?
Different in terms of you were the one yang people interviewed.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. And did you find it to be more challenging, or did you feel like you had to prove yourself even more kepada orang yang ada kat sekeliling?
It's actually masa awal-awal tu, it was very weird, because bila awal-awal ni macam, damn, now you are the one with the mic, and then you yang macam
Ya kan, you macam sekarang saya faham dia punya terbalik tu macam mana kan.
And the weirdest thing ever, baru macam I tahu it was so hard to actually set an interview with the person, ataupun macam tu lebih-lebih lagi bila you kerja dalam journalism in sport kan. So of course lah, you ada banyak kena interview athlete. And I think macam, because I adalah a national athlete juga at the time. Because orang ingat macam I start kerja Astro Arena and I dah stop netball. I dah tak main. But at the same time, I still
you
play.
You were still playing,
yes. I'm still playing still sampai sekarang pun juga. So macam a lot of people lebih tahu yang macam okay, dia dah tak main dah. So bila I main, they say okay, you buat comeback No, I never left. Like I memang ada je kat situ. Yes. Yeah. But sebab netball bukan a full time kan, so dia macam bila-bila ada je lah. And I choose dah sekarang ni. And bila I start jadi reporter dulu, before hosting, I buat reporting punya kerja. So daripada situlah I belajar macam mana dulu-dulu yang my media friends trying to cari athlete kan. Yang macam lari-lari dulu.
Yeah, which is mungkin you pernah
yang macam I sampai dekat arena, and then one of my best friends, one of my best colleague friends macam, kau dulu aku nak cari bukan main susah lagi. Sekarang ni kau rasakan macam mana nak dapat kan. Macam tu lah. Tapi macam because you are an athlete juga, and you have a lot of athlete friends yang in the national or professional level, so macam maybe I have that advantage.
Dia tak lari sangat daripada you. Faham.
I have that advantage yang macam, weh, aku kering dok, kau tolong boleh tak jadi aku punya subjek jap macam tu.
Faham.
Or macam I can just okay, free tak? Kalau free boleh tak nak interview? So macam senang je lah. I don't have to be that formal punya benda yang macam I'm a reporter from SO Arena. So I think at that part I macam ada that advantage yang
that
orang lain tak ada. Yes, actually.
Yeah.
So macam tu lah.
Because I think ultimately bila you buat interview apa-apa pun, the most important thing is you have to make the other person feel comfortable.
Yes.
And the easiest way to make them feel comfortable is if you are the same as them. You're an athlete, they're an athlete. They already, macam sebelum you tanya pun soalan, dia tahu you akan faham. Right? Whoever it is that you're interviewing. So I think that probably helps a lot for you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Selain daripada reporting, you're also a content creator and singer, okay? Seeing your covers, girl. What is it? Okay, I mean, in 2026 you can be whatever you want. I really believe that. Tapi apa yang membuatkan you rasa macam you have so many passions, and what I find so cool about you is that you tak pernah rasa macam, or at least from the outside, it doesn't look like you've ever, let the fact that satu tengah terbang ni, or I'm going to go to SEA Games, right? And I just want a gold medal there, but you're not letting it stop you from doing all of these other things that you nak buat juga. So what is it about you, or what is your philosophy yang tengah powering all of these dreams that you tengah kejar pada satu masa?
Okay, kalau you nak cakap pasal content creating dengan the music punya benda, sebab even before I macam take it serious ataupun nak try betul-betul okay, maybe you know what, like I'm gonna sing professionally maybe. Tapi before this memang hobi I adalah pergi karaoke.
Okay.
So macam memang daripada kecil, daripada sekolah dulu, kalau nak lepak dengan kawan-kawan kan, kita orang akan macam karaoke is like one of the main thing yang kita orang akan macam okay, this is kita punya lepak session.
Okay.
Pergi karaoke macam tu. Tapi because I jenis yang suka share everything yang I buat in my day-to-day punya benda. So, I jenis suka main instrumen. I main gitar. I suka nak belajar main piano, tapi I tak boleh main lagi. Tapi I belajar. Tapi ada satu phase tu, you tahu tak, yang macam, okay, cool gila main gitar. Time tu high school, I pergi beli gitar. I dapat birthday ke macam tu lah. So, daripada start situ, I start buat cover banyak. So I start buat cover, macam sama je lah buat cover, and then I post je dekat Instagram ataupun dulu tak kisahlah apa-apa platform media sosial yang ada pun daripada situ. But since netball, SEA Games, daripada situ I think my profile ataupun Instagram macam blew up kinda, sebab main dekat sini, lepas tu banyak dapat attention, ramai orang cari Instagram, ramai orang cari macam okay, dia ni buat apa selain main netball, I think daripada situ juga yang my social media site punya benda makin grow, yang I pun tak expect, but I just suka share je. I punya workout, kadang-kadang I buat benda-benda yang macam random. Sometimes macam sekarang ni bila orang tanya macam apa sebenarnya yang you nak macam tunjuk ke, ada plan ke nak post, content you macam mana? I cakap no, I just post whatever that I feel like. Sebab I bukan jenis yang okay, I wake up, okay, I want to shoot this, I want to post this. Tak. I buat benda yang I suka, which is my hobby ke, workout ke, anything. Tapi memang I akan record because memang I suka buat benda tu. If I feel like I want to post that, I will post it. If tak. Tapi macam in terms of nyanyi tu semua, mostly because of my hobby. Lepas tu I had fun with my friends ke, apa benda ke, and then I just post it out. But yang jadi ke arah serious sikit tu is bila orang reach out to me and offer to actually, do you want to like sing for real? Like I ada lagu, mungkin you boleh datang studio and check. I was like, seriously? So daripada situ yang I pula jenis yang macam, why not? I jenis yang suka buat benda baru and I love to challenge myself. Benda yang I tak pernah buat, I akan macam, let's get it. I akan macam trying to, okay, ni dah buat, what's next? Apa lagi yang I boleh challenge myself to do? Apa lagi yang I boleh buat out of my comfort zone? I really love that.
Do you never feel scared of macam orang yang akan judge you sebab diorang ada macam preconceived idea, okay, you're national athlete, and if they see you be vulnerable untuk try sesuatu yang baru, sebab kadang-kadang bila kita try benda yang baru, tak semestinya kita akan berjaya.
Yes.
Right? Do you ever feel like worried about what people would think, or this is not something that you think about?
At first ada, tapi along the way tu I rasa macam, you know what, this is what dalam life you boleh buat decision whether to actually focus on certain thing yang you rasa matter to you. But at the times, I rasa itu adalah phase I yang I just nak try everything. I tak cakap pun macam, I try, I memang nak betul-betul jadi a professional singer. Because I tak pernah ada dalam that setting. Memanglah I cakap hobi apa semua, tapi I tak pernah pun keluar dalam live situation yang macam, you kena perform depan ramai orang. And I tak dapat lagi that experience sebelum ni. So I tak tahu exactly masa awal-awal tu how to navigate this offer ataupun opportunity yang I ada. But at the same time macam, cool juga. Kenapa macam tak nak try macam tu kan? Even though I tahu benda ni dia 50-50 ataupun just thing yang you buat sekadar macam buat je lah, tak ada yang betul-betul. Like I memang ada bakat nyanyi and I boleh main this instrument, I boleh buat lagu sendiri. Tak, I didn't come from that. So I tak ada that specialty yang kalau nak compare dengan orang-orang lain yang memang in the industry. Tapi I ada this pegangan ataupun my motto hidup yang macam, you will never know until you try. So if it's not from me, then it's not from me later. Yang penting aku dah try dah. Itu je. Every benda baru yang I buat, that will be the pegangan lah. Yang I macam, okay, you know what? You'll never know what you will feel if you tak try pun. Sebelum you buat, you dah cakap, tak kot, it's not for me. How do you know it's not for you? Kalau
it's
you
like
tak
you
pernah
reject
try.
benda tu sebab benda tu.
Yeah. So macam benda tu bagi I satu benda yang, okay. So you dah pilih, you dah try, and then you decide whether it's worth to actually pursue lebih dalam lagi ataupun is you know what, like this is not for me, like I lebih prefer other things. And that's what I did. Like I tried, and I think for one whole year I told myself like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna do this one whole year for real, yang memang fokus. I had my label yang jaga apa benda semua, ada manager lah, ada yang macam okay, you ada this you ada this show yang you kena buat. I macam damn like a legit artist, tapi at the same time I still main juga, I still training juga. So that's why diorang bagi I the athlete that sings, benda yang macam tu. Tapi after a year I rasa macam it's too much and I tak boleh nak, my life macam was everywhere I rasa. And benda tu tak bagi I fulfillment yang I rasa macam I feel content doing this with other things. So I rasa macam okay, not for me professionally. I love singing but not professionally. Macam tu. So I rasa macam, okay, tak apa. So I focus on my career as a presenter and also an athlete still.
Yeah. Tapi at least when you look back at it, you rasa macam, okay, I'm so settled in the fact that I did it.
Yes.
Tu tak adalah macam tak ada soal lagi.
Betul.
Pasal, yeah.
I ingat lagi time tu, I macam cakap, sepanjang I hidup, I kena masuk satu apa ni yang kalau macam Akademi Fantasia lah,
Singing competition.
Macam singing competition kan. At least once in my life, like I have to try. So macam I dah buat tu, check, okay, done, what's next? Macam tu.
Okay.
So dia benda macam tu lah. With my life, I feel like banyak benda yang jadi macam tu.
Yeah. Okay, we're back to sports for closing towards the end of the show already. I wanted to ask you about something like macam Netball Super League, right? NSL kan. Berapa pentingnya competition macam ni untuk seorang athlete? Is it important? Is something like this? Because I think it's a great initiative. And does it help when these types of initiatives and competitions exist?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
Sebab I dah main netball lebih a decade now, and liga dalam Malaysia untuk netball ni baru je happen like 3 edition.
Yeah.
So berapa lama you have to actually be in the sport, and the naik turun yang you kena go through to actually get that.
Yeah.
That's why I always cakap dengan atlet-atlet sekarang yang baru, you know, yang macam umur 20, 21, but they are already at the level yang kita dulu susah sangat nak dapat, because you semua dah ada that platform yang kita fight for it. Kita dah bagi jalan dah, we pave the way dah untuk you, and you tinggal nak dekat situ buat just perform je. Dulu kita tak dapat nak pergi training pun, nak pergi tournament pun, sometimes naik bus express je. You know, tak ada pun bus, like a legit bus for you to go. Tak ada pun, kita tak dapat lah a lot of that support masa awal-awal tu, which is memang totally normal. Kita dah biasa sangat benda tu. Tapi if you wanna like compare dengan adanya liga, lepas tu the competitiveness ataupun quality level of play yang kita boleh tengok dalam players yang kita ada sekarang, I boleh cakap since NSL ada I think 2021 kot dia start. 2021 up till now, sekarang dah 4th edition tak silap I. Dia punya quality of play tu dah makin tinggi, makin susah, and siapa yang dapat main to be in the team ataupun to represent the club is actually the best of the best dalam Malaysia ni. So daripada situ juga you dapat tengok the growth of netball daripada just kejohanan-kejohanan biasa je yang 3 hari punya tournament yang orang tak tahu apa-apa pun, sampai a league yang mungkin tak panjang macam, you know, Liga Super apa benda semua, yang macam liga yang sepatutnya 5-6 months, satu musim, tapi kita ada just macam 1.5 month macam tu je. But still I think bagi impact yang sangat besar untuk the ecosystem of netball tu sendiri, and also the fans yang looking forward every season macam, oh okay, next season siapa pula import player daripada club ni dia nak ambil, ataupun player initially dia main untuk club ni, lepas tu tiba dia jump pula pergi club lain, macam tu. Dulu we don't have this kind of things, and I think it's actually good and sangat growing lah. And I'm really happy about it.
Yeah. Do you ever wish that this type of thing macam existed lagi awal dalam your career?
Of course. Sebab you tahu tak, macam time you tengah peak, tapi bila nak compare dengan sekarang, you dah season, but at the same time benda tu baru nak jadi cantik, and you are at the age of it yang you dah okay lah, dapat rasa 1-2 edition, okay lah. Tapi you tahu macam it's gonna be something more powerful, more bigger, more good things coming, but maybe you will be the outsider pula. It's actually hard tau. I macam, to think about it, I macam, it's actually emotional juga sebenarnya, because you are one of the players ataupun one of the individual yang ada time semua ni tak ada, and you dapat rasa sikit, and then you macam, oh okay, it's the end of time dah. Tapi you know, you still have to respect and just be okay with the fact that cukup lah you dapat rasa ni, and apa benda yang you bagi dulu tu adalah for the better punya times, for the future, for the youngs yang tengah naik sekarang ni.
Which is why I think macam actually you deserve, you and everyone who's come before deserve so much more respect and recognition. Sebab I rasa macam that must be an incredibly tough thing emotionally untuk tahu yang macam you did your best in a very premature industry. Dan kalau you dapat maybe some of the facility yang ada sekarang, yang tanpa you benda tu tak akan wujud sekarang. Tapi if you had it for your time, you don't know like what else could have happened, right?
Yeah, because I think a lot of people forget about one thing when it comes to sport. People just want to see results. People tak kisah pun, like you tak pergi pun dekat, you know, like find specific athlete to check whether dia pergi training tak, apa dia buat lah. You know, you don't see that stuff unless you macam memang betul-betul fan gila-gila yang macam aku kena tahu like everything, tak. But at the end of the day, you just dia ni menang ke kalah, tu je. So as an athlete yang kena bawa benda tu, you tak tahu pun the whole year apa benda yang dia dah buat, the sacrifice, everything, penat lelah dia, semua apa yang dia buat, you tak tahu. But you just tahu, okay, dia menang emas, dia dapat kekalkan, dia adalah defending champion for 3 season ataupun 3 edition back to back. Dengar best, back to back champion. Tapi during the time tu, apa benda yang orang tengah go through, apa benda yang kena, like a lot of people tak tahu benda tu. But itulah one of the benda yang you kena telan as an athlete. And you just, orang kata work tu mungkin orang tak tahu apa yang you buat, but the actions ataupun the results tu yang akan speak for itself.
That's tough. That's a really dehumanizing position kadang-kadang kan, that I don't think a lot of people realize. Is that kita pandang athlete as like a machine.
Like a machine.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, like a machine.
Yeah. Wow. And for you, I mean, 95 babies. 2025 was rough for us. I'm just gonna put that out there, right?
Damn.
Yeah, it was so rough.
Yes.
Oh my God. Because there's a 5 at the end of it, you know? So that means we've done 3 5s already now. So what does that mean in terms of our age, Ken? It's a rough year. And now we're in 2026!
Breathe. Breathe, sis, breathe.
Everything hurts. Yeah. So anyways, what does that mean for you as an athlete, as a woman, right? I think, and I have this problem too, right? I'm not even an athlete and I work in entertainment, and sometimes this crosses my mind. I'm like, wow, okay, so I'm 2026. Right. What does that mean for my future? What does that mean for my life? And I think like, honestly, my industry lagi senang daripada you punya industry, babe. Sebab sekurang-kurangnya, kalau I tak payah fikir pasal injury, I tak ada injury, tak ada risiko pun untuk ada injury, kecuali kalau saya buat sesuatu yang bodoh, which is on my own time lah. And then keduanya is that like, okay, my job is not so physical, so I don't need to worry about my body's age or whatever, right? Rupa, yes, that is a concern for entertainment. So I can understand to a specific degree what it's like for an athlete to transition towards the end of the career. And I think for entertainment juga, there's a shelf life, and all athletes face this. Apalagi kalau seorang wanita. What does this look like for you?
Ooh,
this is a
very deep one. This one.
Yes.
I think as an athlete yang dah season, macam I boleh cakap I season as season experience lah, experience ataupun dah went through like a very,
she's top, okay? That's the only, we're only accepting you're at the top of your game.
Yes. Yang dah went through like a lot of season, a lot of phases of you know,
oh my God.
The journey as an athlete tu sendiri. Sebab bila you training, bila you spend so much time and your effort dekat dalam, you know, sesuatu tu, and dalam I punya kejayaan now as an athlete, you of course lah ada satu benda yang akan sentiasa main dekat belakang your mind, dalam kepala you, yang macam okay, sampai bila je dengan you dah banyak injury, you dah sakit apa semua kan. And plus lagi macam pressure of society, bila you your kawan-kawan yang memang satu umur dengan you know, dah transition into something else yang dulu I have like a very close group of friends, 8 orang tau dalam ni, daripada kita orang sekolah high school lagi. And only 2 of us yang still training, still doing whatever that we want to do.
Yeah, this is a weird age. You know, one of my really good friends is pregnant. I'm pissed.
Wait,
What do you mean?
Yes, out of 8,
Kau ngajar ni tak tunggu kita orang
yeah, out of 8 tinggal 2 je. Tinggal 2 je yang macam like a...
Tak apa, you tambah 3.
I'm like, guys, what's happening here? What's happening? Like
we had a pact.
yeah,
and y'all just like
I'm happy for you guys.
sambil nangis. I'm happy for you.
Like I'm happy for you guys, but it's so hard to actually go out and maybe have a
like a live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Like semua orang macam ada life masing-masing, you know, dah transition into mom, wife, whatever, and I'm like, and I'm still here stuck macam,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
It's so hard. Lagi satu macam family pula yang macam tanya, like every time I balik macam, bila, you know, dah lah, stop lah tu. Tengok asyik-asyik lepas training sakit, pergi I sana, pergi I sini. You know, lagi-lagi mama yang macam, dah lah, tak payahlah, dah cukup lah tu. You know, tapi I still have this perasaan yang selagi I boleh contribute, like, I think I still can do this. Like, kenapa I nak kena stop?
Yeah.
Macam you cakap, you know, as a, dalam kerja you, contoh as a lawyer ke apa pula yang you nak buat, you can just do it like,
Yeah, you can.
you can do it at 50, at 60, still do it. 40, 50 tak ada masalah. Tapi as an athlete, you ada certain halangan, resistance ataupun, you know, benda-benda yang membuatkan you dah rasa macam, okay, tak boleh physically punya benda. Lepas tu mungkin you punya mental dah tak at the level yang, competitiveness yang macam nak pegang this tanggungjawab, pergi kena menang, the pressure tu semua. Mungkin 5-6 years ago you macam, okay, boleh lagi, boleh tahan lagi, yang orang push, kena menang, training gila-gila apa semua, menang, tahan. Tapi you are at a level yang you dah macam, you know, nak chill je sekarang. You still want to play but still nak macam relax. So benda tu susah sangat. And to be honest, masa SEA Games Thailand ni pun I was 50-50 macam, do like, do I want to still play ke tak? Macam I fikir, bila I made a decision to main, like I kena bagi my dedication, my commitment, still I kena bagi to the team. But at the same time, I'm still working. So macam mana I nak bahagikan masa lagi, lepas tu dengan dah tak training macam dulu dan sebagainya. You know, all of those stuff main peranan juga. But apa-apa pun yang I boleh cakap adalah, bila I seorang yang sangat bila I passionate about something, like I will just do it. I tak fikir pasal benda-benda luar. So my main punya benda adalah to prove it to myself. Bukan untuk orang luar yang put still high expectation. Sebab I adalah one of the athlete yang ada dekat 2017, 2019 punya kemenangan.
Yeah.
And after a while, 2017, 2019 and back to 2025, baru ada netball balik. So 2 edition kita tak ada, and semua orang macam tak ingat balik pasal netball. Boom, tiba-tiba you nak, okay, 2019 diorang menang, so mestilah diorang power juga. But at the same time, you tak ingat ni dah 5 tahun beza ni. 2 orang je atlet daripada last edition, yang lain semua budak-budak baru ni. You know, all those pressure yang macam I rasa macam, damn, like a different environment, different vibe. But I made a decision macam, you know what, I'm just gonna prove it to myself yang aku still layak dekat sini. Like I still can contribute, and that's what I did, and we still won. So macam
So there you go, right?
So there you go. Macam
Happy
you
ending.
prove myself and you prove other people juga kat luar yang macam you're still there and you're still standing, you're still going. I think itu je benda yang I rasa macam that's enough for me. You know, like I'm still here, I'm still at my peak. I'm just gonna go until I cannot.
Good for you. No, really. I think this is really important, right? Sebagai seorang yang I tak ada, honestly, I have zero interest in becoming a national netball athlete. I think it's too late in my life, and I sangat aman dengan kenyataan tu. I'm okay with it, but I think that what you're doing is really important, even for me, because I think like from the outside, I rasa macam for women, yang satu cabaran yang kita kena hadap yang mungkin lelaki tak payah, is the fact that, you know, our the ownership of our bodies is always something that's like up for debate. And this is what I mean, right? I feel like we get to a certain age and we are expected to, not expected to, but it's like societal pressure, like my friends getting pregnant or whatever, to get married and all this stuff. And when that happens, we are expected to transfer ownership of our time and our choices to our family.
Yes.
Which is of course a beautiful thing. Siapa tak nak? I think it would be great to have a husband, a family or whatever, to love them, to care for them and everything. Tapi that always going to come at the cost of what you would like to do for yourself. Right? And I think that this is something that men actually really don't have to face. And for women, it is a blessing and also a curse. It's an honor, a privilege. Tapi also sometimes it's a challenge, because I think that, it's nice to see women who still feel like, you have the ownership enough to have a choice. And I think female athletes, they keep showing us that women have choices in 2026.
Yes.
And that is so important for young girls out there to look at it and to be like, actually, there's no sacrifice. If you want to, I mean, there's always going to be sacrifice, but you can have it all, is what I mean. Like, you can still be a kick-ass athlete at the top of your game, and age doesn't make it sacrifice for you, and societal pressure shouldn't feel like a burden, yeah. So I really commend you for what you're doing, and I think it's really important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I just want to add something, macam, okay, to me, dalam bila you main ataupun represent a woman punya sport kan, lagi-lagi netball, and you main dalam a team sport, and I tak ada family, I tak ada anak, tapi ada je one of my teammates yang stop sekejap for 1 year, got married, got pregnant, delivered a baby, came back, played for national.
Awesome.
Yes, I think, and that is like very wholesome about it. And macam mana orang can look at it, orang akan, the society akan cakap, okay, once you dah ada family, once you dah ada anak, you just tak boleh nak pursue dah you punya career.
Dream,
yes,
or your
ataupun
impian, kan?
yes, exactly. And especially as an athlete, as a woman athlete especially. So macam bila ada this, orang ataupun individual yang tunjuk satu benda yang lain, with the support of the family, with the support of the husband, and then with the right channel ataupun platform yang you ada, and you're still there, you're still doing something yang, okay, as a mom, as a wife, you buat, but at the same time, you're still chasing your dream, and it's okay to do both at the same time, and I think it's very beautiful that we get to represent that.
I'm so happy to see. Because women and also face so much pressure from society and judgment, right? Like, tapi kalau you nak kena korbankan masa dengan anak you, dengan you punya husband,
macam mana you nak training? Macam mana you nak training? Oh my God, like I had this one, okay, kita dah habis lah, tapi macam I had this one experience yang I pergi training tour with one of my teammates, dia lagi senior daripada I, like 2-3 years, yang bawa anak sekali.
Wow.
Yes. And we were there to actually macam, you know what, we're gonna support you
as a team.
Yeah, as a team.
That's
tak kisah
beautiful.
macam, yes. So macam benda tu, kita orang go through together, and benda tu is something yang sangat I rasa memberi impact lah dalam life as an athlete ni, macam mana membentuk you sebagai seorang manusia juga,
sebenarnya. And dia bagus sebenarnya untuk semua yang tadi. Kadang-kadang kita nampak benda tu as like a negative thing for whatever reason, which is weird for me, because I think kalau, let's say contohnya dia travel dengan anak dia, for everybody else on the team, you guys dapat nampak a contoh of your future where you can still play your sport. For the kids, what do you mean? This is so cool. Like, what do you mean? You went on tour with your national netball mom who is like a champion overseas. That's so cool for the kid. And also for the mom, it's like you can still chase your dream. So, siapa kalah dalam situasi ni?
Tak ada.
Tak ada sebenarnya. So, it's time for us to like, prove, maybe our generation, the 95 kids. After being stressed in 2025, 2026 is time for us to show you actually, let's show you how it's really done.
This is our year. Let's go.
I really think so. Okay, so this brings us to the next topic, which is what's next for you? Apa yang seterusnya? What do you feel like you're going to achieve next? Maybe you're going to start dancing ke, sis? I don't know.
Ooh.
You could probably do it. You could probably
I'm just
do
gonna whatever.
Like, whatever lah. Like,
okay, what's next for me? I think macam in terms of my netball punya journey, maybe a few good years, I feel like I can still play, depending on whether I boleh lagi sustain, with the recovery stuff and everything.
After SEA Games last year, I think you got a long time more. Itu relax dulu. Tak payah stress dulu.
And plus SEA Games 2027 pula next year will be in KL. So dia
Oh
macam,
my God.
it's like a complete full cycle yang I started 2017 yang macam big thing happened.
And this is like 10 years later.
Yeah, 10 years later. It's like
crazy.
Ish. I think kalau I ada dalam team next year, kita tak cakap promise, but kalau I ada dalam team next year macam we'll still win, it will be like, damn, okay, I can just gantung my kasut because you know what, 10 years after and we get to do this home ground and still manage to do this. Oh damn, that would be like
goes to show kan,
highlight of the career, and I think it will be a good time for me to leave the sport lah. Macam,
really?
I think so. But next, I'm still gonna like do sport. Like I will never go out of sport. Like you can take sport out of me, but not me out of sport.
Got it. I get you.
Macam tak kisah apa-apa pun. Like I'm very an active person.
No matter what lah.
Yeah, no matter what. Macam
I think one of the first things she said, by the way, is she's going for some sort of like running 10 km, like triathlon. I'm like, girl, I'm stressed. Why are you chilling? But you look fit AF. I'm so in awe.
Thank you.
Damn.
Like
maybe I should start running, sis.
No,
too late for me.
Come work out with me at the gym. Come on.
I'll drive. Y'all run. I'll be like, whoa, from inside the car in the air conditioning. It's hot. Malaysia's hot.
But lepas tu dengan High Rocks is coming.
Oh no. I am not a hybrid rock star. I'm not. I'm good.
So macam those things yang benda ada competitive punya benda.
You look so excited about it.
I feel macam, okay, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be like, I think this will be in my lane punya benda. So maybe more of that.
Okay.
We never know, but we'll see.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm really happy because you seem so clear on what you want to do next, and that's really inspiring actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so before we finish, we do have a rapid fire that we always have to go through. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Who is an opponent that pushed you the hardest, or like a match or a country, or who pushed you the hardest?
Singapore, because the rivalry between Malaysia and Singapore in terms of, I think semua sport pun, tapi especially netball, is like damn crazy. Really like whenever like Singapore, okay, let's go.
You know, we have better food and maybe better netball too. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Singapore. It was a joke. Okay, paling lama you pernah training in a day, how many hours?
Paling lama?
Yeah.
I think 3 hours one session, so 5 to 6 hours a day.
It's a lot. And can you imagine every day like that?
Every day, yes.
Yeah. What does an average day in the life look like for you?
Average day, kalau macam tengah full-time training, it's like bangun pagi training for 2 hours, 3 hours maybe at the gym pagi.
Yeah.
And petang court session, 2 hours juga. So, makan in between training, makan, tidur, repeat.
Wow. It's dedication lah kan?
Yeah. Tapi itu macam kalau full-time. Kalau tak, you macam bangun, training, balik, ready pergi kerja, then rest.
So on and so forth.
Yes.
Okay, it's a bit more chill kan?
Yes.
If you could change position.
Ooh, damn. I think I'm always a good defender.
Yeah?
Is this my height je yang tak boleh meletakkan I dekat posisi tu? But kalau I ada 10 more centimeter, I think the position is defender
all
for
yours.
me.
All yours.
Mine.
Okay. Okay, a random nickname that your friends call you.
Random?
Yeah.
Tak ada random, tapi macam it's always Fariha, but that so macam yang memang betul-betul rapat akan panggil I
Okay,
yes.
That's cute. Okay. Dah nak puasa dah. So makanan ataupun air wajib yang you kena beli dekat bazar.
Bazar, murtabak.
Good choice.
Yes, murtabak. Like every time pergi bazar time Ramadan, dia mesti macam it's like a main thing yang akan cari.
Daging or ayam?
Daging.
Good choice. Good choice. I support. Okay, final one lah. What's one advice ataupun quote that you live by and siapa yang bagi?
You will never know what happened until you try. So itu benda yang I rasa once I dapat benda tu, I terus macam okay, this I akan pegang and I akan buat dalam apa benda pun yang I dapat. I think benda tu dalam kita punya psychology session ke something like that, you know, when we talk about kita punya fear, kita punya moving forward, kita tak lalui lagi benda tu. You know, when we had this thought of you nak pergi final, tapi you dah fikir dah macam, oh macam mana kalau you buat banyak mistake, macam mana you ni. So bila benda tu datang, macam you will never know until you're there, until you lalui benda tu sendiri. So I think itu benda yang I sangat pegang sampai sekarang.
Yeah. Something to live by for sure. Thank you so much sekali lagi meluangkan masa bersama kami.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I hope you had fun, and I hope you guys at home had fun as well.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching and for spending time with us. Kita akan jumpa next week, same time, same place, okay? Bye!